What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only in India. Nearly forgot it again. I'm getting there. But my voice didn't go that time, so nature is healing. You can see that there's an improvement. We can only get one thing right. I'll either stutter my way through it or I'll get the words right. You know, you can only have one. You can't have both. Pandya just took a city. Oh yeah, okay, I remember that. I was like, how on earth they got near Siam? But of course, we saw the city actually fall to them before. Not a big surprise. Looks like Maurya is struggling here as well. I don't know who this is. It looks like Gupta may actually take this, which is weird because they're not attacking on their massive border with Maurya, but they are attacking from this side. You know what? Fair enough. Do what you got to do. But obviously Burma is helping as well, so they may sneak in there. And the city of Calcutta is consistently just switching hands. We'll keep seeing that probably for a bit longer, although Pratihara's other city here, Mumbai, also coming under a bit of threat. But they've got a good amount of planes here, so maybe they'll be able to defend themselves. Do a good job there. And there we go. Yep, again. City falling in. Okay, maybe not. They're definitely going to lose Mumbai by the look of things. Is that a fourth? It is. I don't know why Harappa, you know, they were first here. No worries. I don't know why it took no one else even bothered. But there you go, it's certainly going to play into Harappa's hands. They've got most of the oil. Certainly pretty useful. Siam pieces out with Pandya. And Chola are the next civ to complete the Manhattan project here in the east. Are we going to see it? I feel like it's been a while. Maybe we won't see Chola versus Pandya. Maybe it will just never happen. But there it is, Pakistan does grab the city of Mumbai. And that's a big blow to Pratihara. They might be, how do I word this? They're like the worst of the best civs, if that makes sense. So they might be in a bit of trouble here. If that makes sense. They're good. They're good size, but they're still smaller than all the ones next to them, and they're also next to them, which is an issue. They border like the 4 of the other mega civs. Doesn't really help. Whereas someone like Burma, for example, maybe not as good as Pratihara yet, but it's a bit more isolated, so they have more time. I hope that sort of makes some sense. Tibet with a ton of units to protect themselves up here at the top of the map. Let me just check. Did anyone? No. Okay, we're all good. There is some weird mountain cities. Maybe a unique ability, but it's probably just a glitch. But either way, they have not. They've not walked through this territory, so it's all fine. No one has squeezed through the gap. Should be a bit unfair. Okay, they took Mumbai again, and they've had enough. They're just going to burn it down. That way, no one can have it. Fair enough. Gupta completes the Great Firewall, which should guarantee their tech lead, at least till they hit tech 80, and then obviously other civs will start to catch them. Pratihara here, desperate race to save the city of Mumbai. And then there's also a Pentagon for Gupta. And there it is, they do save it with one turn to spare. Imagine if they just burn it down. They were just like, yeah, we can't be bothered to defend this anymore. We'll just burn it down too. That would have been quite funny. I don't know, that might be an option, because it was never originally their city, so I don't know if the option is there, but I'm guessing it might be an option when they conquer it, because it wasn't initially theirs. So I don't know if the game takes that into account. They might actually be able to. It would be quite weird, but they could. There's still some space up here, and that's about it. I mean, Pakistan, mostly leaving it alone. Oh yeah, we need to add some floodplains. But I also, I don't know, it felt a bit unfair to start adding floodplains. I gave them rivers, which means a lot of them can build the buildings in cities. I mean, they're already one of the strongest civs. I feel like giving them floodplains seems a bit harsh. I don't know. It's been a mess with the rivers this game. If you really want them, let me know today, and I'll figure out where to put them. I'll put them on each river. Sort of give everyone a little bit, make it fair. Maurya completes the Manhattan project, and Chola pieces out with Pakistan. They have a really mixed navy. I see loads of submarines and battleships. Then here they have some sort of unique boat, which is still using sails and made of wood. You know which boat you'd rather be put on if you're one of those people. Right, Burma did conquer a city, and again they are going to burn it down, which is not great. It's kind of annoying, but it's all round okay. The whole map's full. The gaps will go pretty quick. Mumbai actually did disappear, but again, this is going to fill up very quickly. Probably. Yeah, I guess it's a bit of a shame, and it just makes it more confusing as to who settled what. But there you go. Not what Moria would have wanted. I don't know what Moria... Yeah, they weren't defending it by the look of it against Gupta, so... I don't know why they're just letting Burma walk through. Not doing any defending. Strange choice. How's my submarine getting on? You're pretty alone. There's a few units. Oh, Pratihara's actually going to go settle here. On some of these other islands. Good for them. Burma pieces out with Moria. And that is it. So yeah, this city will just slowly burn and disappear, and then it will fill up pretty quickly, and you won't even remember it. You know, the gaps filling up. Here's a little slither. All that stuff, all the cities that got burned around here. I mean, you can see obviously there's kind of areas like here where there's a gap, which is a bit of a giveaway, but it's filled the borders. And very quickly the international games is finished. Pakistan winning on the production, so they get 6 happiness. The city-state bonus of course doesn't help in this game, but 6 happiness, big tourism increase 100%, and a free social policy. And then silver medals for Burma, Gupta, Chola, Pratihara, Vietnam and Moria, who will all just get 6 happiness, which might allow them to be a bit more aggressive, conquer some cities. Harappa, Pandya and Tibet also got bronze, which means they got 3 happiness. And then Maratha and Bengal and Siam is still alive, you know, at the very top of the map. They didn't get anything. But yeah, the Maratha is still around. A double war. Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Being the worst of the best civs. Pratihara will now have to fight Pandya and Gupta, although they're not exactly super ready for this. They are coming over. Yeah, this could be the end for them. It's going to be quite important. Pandya need to make a good start. They need to grab some of these cities if they can. Peace deal between Tibet and Pratihara as well. Not sure that will quite spare them, but worth a try. How's this gonna go? It's got to be a big defense from Pratihara. That is Harappa entering the information era, so they're still doing okay. Triplane, not too good. Who's this? Pakistan now completing the Manhattan project for themselves. Siam pieces out with Gupta. Of course, they don't border each other anymore. Pakistan did just conquer a city. Where was that? That was this one, which was, I assume, Pratihara just bravely settled where Mumbai used to be. They will keep this one, so there you go. They filled it pretty quickly. Maratha nearly snuck in as well. Maybe it was Maratha, and they lost it, I don't know. They had 2 settlers wandering around, and there's one of them, so maybe the other one was there. Probably unlikely, but could have been the case. Information era now for Pakistan. Okay, yeah, so this city's definitely under pressure from both enemies. We'll see, and they're actually still... I mean, regardless of whoever settled this, which I'm guessing it probably was Pratihara and not Maratha, but you never know. But either way, they're still at war, and they are still coming. So that's 3 fronts. It's pretty much all of their eastern, northern borders. I mean, Chola's not in it, but that's only 1 or 2 tiles there, actually. And Harappa, maybe the saving grace that they're not involved as well. But it's not looking good for Pratihara. Some of their bigger cities under threat here. Mathura, Vijayanagara, both under siege. Burma pieced out, didn't they? This city is just 5 turns left. That's real sad, isn't it? If you don't, but whatever, you know, it will get replaced pretty quickly, and it kind of balances the happiness. Where is this little army going, Pakistan? That's quite far from home and where you're at war. Fair enough. It's so far away. Not super far away, but they're a bit behind on tech. They might not have been able to upgrade for a while. Well, it's not that far for up here, I guess. Another city just fell. I believe it was Mathura here. Falling to Gupta. Oh, it would have been cool for Pandya to connect their borders, kind of cut off Gupta, but never mind. It's not going to happen. And now this city here, Binmal, will be next under attack. And of course there was, yeah, there you go, Vijayanagara is probably going to go in the north as well, which will be a big blow to Pratihara. Not what they would have wanted. There is definitely bigger and bigger blobs emerging on the minimap. And this could certainly turn one of those big blobs into a super blob, because Pratihara is pretty big, and if they just die out, that's not great. And there we go, it does fall to their possession. And this city might go as well. Here we go. They're going to do it, are they? Yes, that was pretty easy, in fact. Never in doubt. Also cut this one off, which I guess they'll go for next. And yep, the city's going to fall as well. We could get some gross borders here, depending on who gets this. I mean, there's already these Pandyan cities which don't help, but it could get even worse. Ideally, Pandya gets both. It could happen, and then that would obviously, it would cut Gupta off, and it would connect Pandya to all their other cities finally. I mean, obviously not good for Gupta, but good for the game maybe, and for our eyes. that might be what it's good for. But yeah, this is not going too well at the moment for Pratihara. A few wars against Siam. Maurya might be able, but probably not, to get them. Just that's so hard to get to. That might not fall at all, even with planes. That's really hard to get to, because it's all hills in the way, so you've got to walk through like one tile at a time. They can bombard you most of the way there. Alright, I'm trying to focus on these two cities. I mean, this one's definitely going to drop, but whoever gets this one is really important. There's units from both sides around the city, although Pandya just lost a few. Still probably going to take at least another turn though. Oh, I think Pandya just went, so that's them out of it for this one. But I don't think it would have gone this turn anyway. Jinx it for you. There you go, it will happen now. Maurya is taking a very long time. Not sure what exactly they're doing. Maybe doing a peace deal or something. Maybe I just noticed it because I actually looked. There we go, Pakistan takes that city off of Pratihara, which means of course they will now come and focus even more on these southern cities. They may even sneak in here through the back door and grab this one. It's going to be a big turn, I think. This is it though, Pandya. This is the moment. They can't do it, so I think it should go Gupta's way. The river sort of cuts off Pakistan, so yeah, they should go to Gupta now, pretty sure. It's not looking good for Chola. They are sort of surrounded by two civs that are really strong now. And there we go, another... Oh, it was this one again. Okay. That's not too bad. Oh, the capital might go though. Maybe they've overcommitted here and ignored these. Might have been a mistake. And there... Oh, it does go to Pandya. Oh, Gupta missed it. So there we go. That cuts off Gupta. Kind of. They have open borders and stuff. But there we go. Connects Pandya. And there's only 4 cities left. And a bit of a race maybe between Pakistan and Pandya for what remains. I reckon they get 2. Go on. Big turn. Two cities. No, they won't get this one. Or that one. But very close. It's going to be a bit of a race again. Pandya... Oh, okay, that unit might get in the way. It's possible though. Pandya could grab this capital. It'd be very useful for them. They do go first. I wouldn't write them off, but they have to kill that mobile Sam. Yeah, they didn't do it. So I think Pakistan, that tank should be enough to get in. But then this city should be Pandya's for the... So that's there for the taking. This would, I assume, go to Pakistan, and then this one's a little bit harder to get to because of the border squeeze without open borders to Harappa. But yeah, there you go, you can see it falling. You can see who has open borders. Gupta does, Pandya does not. And oh wait, what? Set fire, set the city, they set 2 cities ablaze. Wait, what happened? Oh, they pieced out. They're burning that one, but they were burning another one, but I didn't know there was another one. Is there like a random one somewhere? Confused. Where's this other one? Maybe I misread it. Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe they took this one and then they're burning it. Okay. Well, either way, that's the end of that. That's actually great news for Harappa, because their borders will finally sort of reconnect. But they actually left this city, surprisingly. So, I mean, there's still a chance here for Pandya to get a couple more, which is good for them. This is pretty weird. We've had so many wars going on the whole time. This is the first time we've just been like super zoned in on one. There's a lot of conflict in the north, but it's not really leading to cities falling so much. Vietnam's also going to emerge at some point as pretty strong. They took out most of Siam. They're still sort of rebuilding, but them and Burma have certainly emerged in the east as strong civs. Gupta with the Hubble Space Telescope. Nice little wonder to have. Here we go, this fight continues. Keep focusing on it while it is the main event. Who's good? Oh, it still looks like Pakistan is doing something, but I don't think they are. But it just looks like it for some reason. But it does look like Gupta will get this city, which will add to the border gore. Surely they're not going to burn down a 26. Well, they might. It would take a long time, but they might. Pandya completes the CN tower. They're really struggling in this siege. They're just not as good at sieging. I guess they lack the technology. They don't have rocket artillery, which is pretty powerful. Or if they do, it's not. They don't have any here. I guess they have modern armor though. That's pretty useful. But yeah, no rocket artillery. Probably no aluminium. Sadly for them. They are actually going to burn it. I guess it dropped to 13. You know what? Yeah, it improves the border gore instead of them owning this, so I'm not going to complain. Obviously it's going to leave quite a gap when both these cities are gone, but that's not the end of the world. And now the race for the final city begins. Poor old Pratihara. It was going pretty well. They were maybe 5th or 6th place at the start of this, and now they're just gone, or going to be gone very soon. That sucks. That's pretty rough. But we start to have some mega contenders emerging in Pandya, Gupta and Pakistan, and they all border each other, which makes it extra interesting. Chola, maybe Chola, Harappa, Burma, Vietnam, probably like the next 4, but I wouldn't put any of them on the same level as these 3. Maurya's not quite as good, probably. Maurya's maybe a bit below. And then everyone else is kind of sort of 1 city civs and 2 city civs that remain. Yeah, in fact, saying that, Siam just got eliminated. So, yeah, then you just, after Maurya, who I would say is a tier below Vietnam, Burma, Chola and Harappa, you just have Maratha, Maratha, Bengal. There is some cities being set ablaze. Did you burn down the last one? Oh my goodness. Okay, well again, fell to Gupta, so from a border gore perspective, that's fine by me. The people of Chola have risen up to autocracy. I think, is that now the number 1? Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's the main consensus. Pretty dominant in tourism as well. I think like the smallest amount of tourism there, or second smallest for autocracy, was just as big as the biggest for order, so not great. Tibet, another one of the smaller civs who are still around. Won't forget about them. In fact, they are one of the small. There's only 2, only Maratha and Bengal who are smaller now. There's been a bit of a clean-up of the smaller civs getting eliminated. And yeah, Pratihara is gone. There's going to be a big empty patch here, but that again, it will fill up so quick. Gupta and Pandya now teaming up on Tibet. Yeah, they're just going after all the smaller civs here. Oh, new city. Who was that? It was Vietnam. Sneaking in. There's a lot of trade going on here between Harappa and Vietnam. And going through here to the other way around, of course. Through the mountains. Tibet and Chola, peace out. Burma and Harappa, peace out. And Harappa and Gupta v Maratha. Harappa could certainly take this city. And maybe the one in the south too. They are, of course, down here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But that will be it for today's episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. We'll continue tomorrow.